I wouldn't compare myself to Steven Spielberg. I would actually say I'm better.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What makes you think that?
Well, have you seen my work?
No.
We did the psoriasis campaign.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Did we just film that 5 minutes ago?
Don't even worry about it.
Jesus. There's always some kind of error like that in these things. Alright, so there may not be a full-length Yard documentary this year, but I am doing some behind-the-scenes stuff here and there, and it's the end of August. There's no big plans for the Yard, but still making a lot of shit for YouTube, so that's cool.
So, basically, this is the hallway that we're using for the movie.
It's called Northview.
It's Northview. There's the...
What? Oh.
This is the greenhouse that we're using.
Right here?
Yeah. There's someone in there who's going to be playing with plants, like their action figures.
You mean doing stuff with them?
What?
Doing stuff with them?
Yeah, they're going to be like making plant love. And then there, people in the hallway are going to hear it. They'll be like, oh, what's going on? We're in a tour group. And I'm like, ah! And two people in the tour group are going to be the only ones that are concerned.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be like the two best friends. They become the heroes.
Camera rolling. Let's get the fog.
Alright, here we go.
We're on the set of season 4 of the MediaPod Smash episode 1. So season 4, I mean, you know, it's like the real number is like 181, which is crazy to think about. But it's like almost the end of September now, and it's been kind of different this year. It's not like the same vibes. I've had a lot more on my plate, so there's definitely that, but I don't know. Compared to last year, I was starting the Yard documentary in June, and if you want to get technical with me here, this is my first interview for the Yard documentary. So, I don't know what it's going to be like. This whole thing has been a question. There's no episodes planned. There's no big 31-day list. It's just grind it out, and whatever comes out, I guess. It's similar to last year in a way that I, will just continue to keep pounding things out, but this time I'm not banking it. I'm just gonna release it when it's ready, and there's your Halloween. It doesn't seem like this is all that inspirational. I've opened a lot of the boxes and looked through everything as I usually do. I've made a mess of the garage, and I've figured out what my theme is going to be. This year, in honor of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game that was released, I am going to do the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm kind of style it after one of the game maps. So I've got the Leatherface door cover. I'm going to get a body model, like one of those big dummies from Spirit Halloween, and I'm going to put an old man mask on it, and that'll be Grandpa. He'll have like some blood vials around him, and then we'll do some buckets of blood around the yard. That cage that I used last season that had the weird phantom girl escaping from it. This year it's gonna have like chickens and skulls in it, because in the game there's chicken cages around the map, and they will alert the enemy if you set them off, or you can get a bone and kill them. But that's really besides the point. I'm not here to talk about strategies and gameplay mechanics of the game. I'm here to talk about the yard.
So one of the new additions this year is I'm going to try to add escape gates like in the Texas Chainsaw game using bed posts. So I'll take you over and we'll see what that looks like. So it's going to come up. I'll probably link two of these together, and on top I have to remind myself how many I have, but if I have enough to do it, I will do that. And I'll do double cross, and then this is where you alert the chickens. So I'll have to get some live chickens. It's September 19th, and I'm going to be able to edit this footage a lot faster this year because I'm going old school. I'm on the Sony Handycam, and it's I guess it's kind of fitting because I'm also back at the place where I was using this thing the most, and that was UW Waukesha, which is now UWM. So, go Panthers. But yeah, I guess maybe it's all kind of like looping around. Got the old school equipment, and there's other familiar things too, I guess. I don't know. We're gonna scrap this maybe. Camera rolling.
Water rolling.
Okay. I'll need.
Gonna get my announcing voice on.
Thing from Anchorman that he says, like, I don't even remember all those
Oh,
like
yeah.
different words. Okay. Welcome to the Freaky Film Club.
hope I didn't miss anything, did I?
I don't think so. Yeah, it really watching it again, it's so funny. Like you said, really cool ideas, but it just, the whole arc was just so flat. Like, to me, the twist should have been that they were in a hypercube run by Izon.
Yeah.
For research purposes, right?
Yeah.
But you find that out halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's just like there's nothing left.
So we're back in the garage for what I think is going to be the final interview. I have just a few more things left to put out there, and that's going to do it. There's a few things I need to finish up in the cemetery part. I've got to put the fencing up in the cemetery. I'm going to pay homage to some of my old animatronics by partially putting them out there, like the three-headed dogs will be in the bush, and the scarecrow will be in another bush, because those are just some spirit stuff that I bought a long time ago that have just really overstayed their welcome, but I can repurpose them somehow. So the art it's really come together. I threw myself into it over the past couple weeks here, and I feel good about it, but I can't help but feel that something is just still different about this whole season. I mean, aside from the obvious fact that there's no 31-day marathon. When I first started this 3 years ago, it was all about ambition and new things and the thrill of the 31-day marathon. The second year, it was more about my unraveling and all the stress that I was putting myself under because I had these expectations. And while I still had a lot of fun doing it, it really did burn me out. And here we are at year 3, and I guess I learned some lessons. I definitely didn't stress myself out as much this year with the content, but I'm taking on some other challenges, and it's been stressful in other ways. It's been difficult to maintain a balance where you still want to be able to be fulfilled creatively, but knowing that there's other responsibilities now that need to be tended to. For example, just before I went on this interview, I had to finish an assignment. And as much as I would have loved to just get home from work and rush out and put the camera on the tripod, I had to do the assignment first. And look, I know people juggle responsibilities all the time in life, and this is nothing new, and I'm not trying to complain, but I have learned a lot about balance in this one, and I guess that's the theme. And so, enough about this. What's the yard looking like? now that this is over, I go back to my life of creating other Halloween contents until the month is over and continuing the balancing act. It's been really exhausting in a different way. I'm not burned out, but I think these are like those moments where people on those motivational compilations talk about the process and not giving in. Because over the course of a lot of time, things can seem pretty grindy. And, well, if you love something, just remind yourself why you started and don't stop. In fact, if you took some time away, maybe it's time to revisit and give it another shot. And who knows? So I'm putting the finishing touches on the project right now, and then it'll be off to YouTube. So, any final reflections? I mean, it's been a lot of fun shooting this with the old camera. I will say that. I mean, definitely this whole thing just kind of feels like back to the roots, and I don't know how it stacks up to the other ones, but I would drive myself crazy if I was just constantly trying to compare and do what I did before. So this is just what it is. This is the Yard 2023, and I can't really document too much further here, so some parting words. Happy Halloween, and here's the finishing stuff.